Hey guys, welcome again to my channel. In today's video, you're going to be learning how to build a simple PHP switcher for macOS. Okay, so to get started, so the first thing you're going to do, and also in case you have access to this Git documentation, I will also drop it to the document in the description area so you can follow along so it works for you. Okay, so first make sure you have what is it called, a custom folder to drop in your scripts. So for me, I have actually done that. Let me go to my script area. So as you can see, this is the bin. So let me just show you guys so you can see it. So here I created the custom folder which is bin, and the bin custom folder, I log into the folder. Then inside the folder I created, using nano, I created switch-php. So this is the file here. So when you type in nano switch-php, is going to create this file for you, and you put in this content. So this content that we have here are the PHP versions I have on my system. So you can also do the same with your list. So in case you have longer list, you can also do the same thing. You can also pass in your list of PHP versions into the arrays of PHP version. Okay, cool. So moving on, inside this PHP switch PHP version, let me open it so you can see it. Let me use cursor to open it. So as you can see, this is the content here, so not really much. So make sure you pass in your paths for the versions and these variables that we have here before the column are the alias. So why this section here are the parts that which the PHP is installed. So how do you get your parts? So that's the question now. So first, for me, I use MAMP, and I also use a custom PHP installs from Homebrew. So for the MAMP server, let me just scroll down to the MAMP server. So if you have MAMP server, enter the MAMP server, and within the MAMP server you go to bin. Within the bin, you have your PHP version. As you can see, this is the bin area. This is the bin area, and this is the PHP. As you can see, now we have all the versions available. We have the 5.4, 5.6, 7.3, down to 8.2. So whilst the 8.3 and the 8.4, I pulled it from Homebrew. That is, I installed it from a third party, what is it called, server. Okay, so that's this one that we have here. So you can also google it. That is seller PHP. So let's say PHP 8.4. So make sure you have Homebrew installed. It's very important. So from here you can pull in and install the PHP, and it will also ask you for versions that you can also work with. As you can see, there is 8.4 over here. Cool. So all you need to do is to, once you install it, pass in the path so you can easily switch those versions between your terminal here. Cool. So once you are done with this, the next is to you save the file. You make sure the file is being saved using nano, because nano is going to open the file. Then you use command O to to close the command and save it into your file system using command Control X rather. Okay, so once you are done with that, the next is to make the file executable. So over here, as you can see, to execute the file, I use this command. This command is what I'm going to pass into the file directory to make sure the system can execute the file without having to throw some error like permission issue and co. So once they're done running the permission permission area, then you copy the parts, make sure the part is being copied, then you move it down to your root environment section. So this is my root environment section. So you go to your root environment section. So within this place, you make sure you click on edit, and you go to the text edit. So you're passing down to this place into your environment section. So for me, I switch, because this is not really good for memory. It doesn't save into the memory. So I used alias. So I will also update this now. so I forgot. So I used alias. So this alias is going to save the memory within the session until you terminate the terminal. So it keeps it there. So let me just change it to alias right away. So I will click on edit, then scroll down to where we have the export. So instead of the exports, using the paths which doesn't save the session, so I used alias so the terminal can always save the session. Okay, so I will comment this down. So when you get to this page, you also have access to what has been updated to. So you're passing this guy to your what is it called, to your environment variable section. So as you can see, this is the guy here. Make sure it is there. So once that is done, then the next is make sure the what is it called, that your environment variables are being reloaded. So you run this into your terminal, you copy this and just go to your terminal area and you run it to reload the environment variable. And after the environment variable are being loaded, then you can start using the switch command to switch your PHP version within your application to simulate the versions of PHP. So as you can see, I switched to PHP 8.3, but the 8.3 has a higher version of 4 within its folder. So that's why it's showing this. So I can also type in what's it called, switch, just as we have it here. Let's take a look. So I have 7.4, so I will type in switch PHP 7.4. So as you can see, I have 7.4, and if I type PHP-V, we have 7.4. I can also try to use switch PHP 8.2, and if I type in PHP-V, as you can see, we have 8.2. Yeah. So that's how you can go about this. As simple as that. Yeah. So if you have any question, any improvement, of course, you can drop it to the comment section and let's work together. Thank you once again. See you guys in the next one. Bye.